Let's talk about the anatomy of the autonomic nervous system because it goes beyond just what we think about often, which is the vagus nerve. So, if you look at anatomy textbooks and all of those things, you'll actually see several levels of the nervous system involved, from the most peripheral in the peripheral nervous system to the spinal cord, working our way up to the brainstem, the hypothalamus, and then the limbic system. Let's just look at this overall. I really love this hierarchical organization. This is from a textbook chapter by Cardinale, and you can see these levels from the spinal cord. And I think this is the picture that you typically see with the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system components that are innervating all of those really very important organ and organ systems in our body to control automatic processes and homeostasis. The second is we see the brainstem. So this is where a lot of the pathways and nuclei are for the key brainstem centers that also control these automatic physiologic processes. If we work our way up, it's the hypothalamus. Now here's where we get much more integration of autonomic, neuroendocrine, so interacting with different hormones, and the behavioral components. And in the hypothalamus is where a lot of those pieces are organized, including those defensive behaviors, thermoregulation. So if we get too hot or too cold, feeding, even like some of our hunger sensations, sexual behavior, those maternal behaviors, we know a lot of those are hormonal related, and even our biological rhythms. Then we can go up even higher to the limbic system. And this influences and has direct connection to the autonomic nervous system through our emotions, social behavior, learning, memory. You can see that the cerebellum and basal ganglia are part of these connections and feedback loops as well. And at the lowest level of the spinal cord and the peripheral nervous system is where we have that direct branch into parasympathetic and sympathetic. But I think the overlying thing here that we see is that it's complex. It is multi-leveled. There's a lot of interactions that go into the autonomic nervous system. And that will take us directly into how we assess it and treat it as therapists.